friends. So today is my rest day. I have been working out, and it's not my work rest day or my school rest day. It's my workout rest day. But today is my rest day. And I've been consistently working out every week for a while now. And I always set aside one day to be my rest day. Is that thunder? I always set aside one day to be my rest day. It's usually a day when I have a lot of things to do, or I'm going to be waking up a lot earlier than normal, so I will need more rest time, but I always have a rest day. And I was really contemplating even having a rest day and thinking about it because honestly, I was really excited with the results I was seeing, and I didn't want to rest. But God brought me this morning to devotional that literally was talking about rest and how important it is. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about the importance of rest. In a workout sense, why do we rest? So we rest to keep from being burnt out. That's such a big one. We rest to keep from being burnt out. We rest to give our muscles a break. We rest to keep from having injuries. We rest because sometimes our body just needs it because we can't just push and expect our bodies to just take it when we physically can't do it. So keeping these things in mind, why we rest when we work out, because we need to give our bodies a break. That got me thinking about my life and how I'm always go. I don't feel like I can sit down and take a break. I need to keep moving to the next thing and moving to the next thing and moving to the next thing. And I never really slow down. And so I was brought to the verse that says, be still. I know, it's a big one because as an anxious girly, I feel like I need to always be on the go. I feel like I need to always have something to do. I have a future to plan. I got things to be doing. And I'm brought to be still. I'm like, Lord, I don't want to be still. Why do I need to be still? So I started digging into it. The verse I'm talking about is Psalm 46:10. I wanted to make sure I said it correctly. It says, be still and know that I am God. And it is a verse that brings us peace, joy, love, just to know that God is there and God is going to help us in the chaos and the uncertainty. It helps us to trust God, to have faith in Him, and to know that He will do what He says He will. If you'll remember, when I said when working out, when we rest, we allow our muscles to kind of rest, renew, keep us from injuring ourselves, keep us from burning out. We know that. Spiritual rest, resting in the Spirit, is essential for our physical and mental well-being. And it's also a way for us to find peace in God and find rest in Him and to allow Him to take the reins in our situation. Oftentimes, we'll find ourselves trying to fix the situation. As somebody with anxiety, I'm always trying to fix, and I want to know exactly how this is going to happen, and that's going to happen, and this is going to happen. Rest invites us to trust God, to sit and wait and let Him restore our circumstances. So if you're going through something that's really, really hard, or that might be taxing, time-consuming, God is offering a place of peace if you just rest in Him. So you're hearing me talk about rest, and I'm telling you to rest. What is biblical rest? Because we know what rest is for working out. That's whenever we're taking a break. We're not doing a lot of strenuous activity. We're not doing the workout that we're normally doing that day. We're not going out for our run that day. We're taking a rest day to relax. But in the biblical sense, are we taking a day away from God? Are we taking a time out away from God? No. Definitely not. So biblical rest, and I'm reading notes if you're wondering why I keep looking off. I have some notes up here. Biblical rest is more than just physical rest. So it's focusing and renewing our relationships on God. It is resting in Him. It is focusing on listening to God. It is focusing on being with Him. It is focusing on studying your Bible, sitting there, finding peace in Him. It is focusing on God and reflecting in God's rest and reflecting in peace and allowing for rejuvenation. It is allowing our minds to take a break. Through rest, we're going to find peace. We're going to find freedom from anxiety and all the things that you're going through. We're going to find connection with God, and we're going to find that inner peace of trusting God and allowing Him to take over our lives, because often we're not resting. We're thinking of 1,000 things a minute, hoping that we can somehow come to a conclusion that we can fix our problems, right? We're kind of going through the motions and making our mind run, right? Instead of taking a step back, clearing our mind, taking a deep breath, and just talking to God and being with Him, right? And just noticing the peace that you feel when you're sitting with Him, when you're reading your Bible, when you're doing your little fun notes, or you're highlighting your verse. Whatever you're doing, you're finding rest. Rest allows for replenishment. Rest allows us to take a step back from the craziness that our situation might be or our lives might be, and replenish our faith and replenish ourselves with Christ, so that we can go the next day and keep moving, just like with a workout. Our rest allows us to replenish, refuel, get our electrolytes, whatever you need to do, heal your muscles a little bit before you go back the next day and keep going. Rest is so important. And sometimes we don't want to take it because we want to keep going and going and going, because we think that we're going to be able to fix a problem, when in reality all we need to do is rest, because God is fixing it. We just need to trust Him and rest in Him.